ski here. Huh. You can leave your pet here. We'll do the gift shop when we're done. Don't you think?
I'm gonna use the restroom.
Towers on our way up the mountain, and I'll let you know when that happens because we tend to get a little movement as we go over them. Nothing too crazy, we just like to let you know. Other than that, if you've got any questions along the way, please feel free to ask. I'll point out a few things here and there along our way up the mountain. But other than that, let's have a nice ride up the mountain. Yes.
Today.
It's okay. I understand.
Alright, we're coming up on the first of the two towers here. We're going to get a little swing and sway as we go over it. If you'd like to hold on to something, you're more than welcome to. He rode up at like the beginning of the day and our place at 7:30 in the morning, and he's making he goes down and checks out each tower down. It's probably gonna get picked up by the empty cabin on their way down. Back to the base. Yeah, they must have some work here in If you look out to the left side of the cabin, kind of towards the front, you can see what looks like a stack of rocks, kind of in the shape of a finger pointing up at the sky. We call that one totem pole rock. It's actually 7 stories tall. There's a lot of trees behind it. I know. Yeah, the sense of scale is the hardest thing for me to grasp out here.
Until we drop it. Right.
That's too far. That's too far.
We are coming up on that second tower here. We're going to get some of that swing and sway again. We're also going to get my favorite deal of the whole trip. If you're looking towards the mountain, it really opens up and you can see the depth of the mountain itself.
Oh, wow. Look at that drop.
No,
I have to turn my head and down. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh,
As we pass by this other cabin, we're going to be at our exact halfway point. We're fixed to opposite ends of the same drive cable. It's one big loop, so when one goes up, the other goes down. Think of it kind of like a laundry line system. That also means we're going the same, though. It looks like they're going twice as fast as us. You can wave to them as we pass them. So when we slow down over the towers, they slow down too. And as they go over the towers, we're going to slow down as well. As they go over the second tower, the one that we just passed over, we're actually going to be at our highest point off the ground our whole trip. If you'd like to look down, we're more than welcome to. It's a little over 1,000 feet tall. It's taller than the Eiffel Tower. Or if you're afraid of heights, it's roughly 7.2 seconds.
thank you. No, too much information. Oh my goodness, that's
mountains are
huge.
so pretty.
You ought to see it from here, look from this.
Oh my.
See? Look down.
We're gonna leave right from here.
So if you do get the chance to stop by Midtown, that's right. It's really nice. There's lots of like another shops and stuff. And it's the oldest part of Albuquerque. So it's like the city center was. Oh, straight back up at that spot. Yeah, it's my favorite store in it's called Salsa Saint. And it's just this little shop on the corner of the church street. And I don't remember the name of it. But it's got just a bunch of local made.
You wanna sit down right here?
Hot sausage, salsa, cooking sausage, veg chili. No? It's super good. So I would recommend going there. Good spot for some dinner then. Most of our mountain is made up of granite. This granite in particular has a mineral in it called potassium feldspar. That mixed with iron is what gives it this kind of pinkish orange color you can see, especially out to the left here. And that's actually where the mountains get their name. It's rumored that when the Spaniards came here, they saw the sunlight reflecting off of that pinkish color in the rock at sunset, making the mountains kind of glow pink, reminding them of a slice of watermelon. So naturally, they named the mountain after the Spanish word for watermelon, which is Sandia.
No way. That's like a
stop, he's gonna hop on top and then ride the tram down with us.
On top?
Yeah.
On top of the thing? What are talking?
Yes, the maintenance guys like to ride up top, mainly because it's more fun that way for them, and because they're greasy and they don't want to get their grease on the customers. So they're harnessed into the top of the cabin when they hop on. And they ride down. They do it every.
That threw me off so bad.
Well, over there, that's Rio Rancho. All the things you're seeing
Okay, we were just evaluating.
Yeah, and then there's like a green line that goes through that's like a skate river, right? It's the Rio Grande. Yeah, it's really nice. And there's the airport up there. You can see some of the runways. And then just like in the same stretch of emptiness, there's the Kirtland Air Force Base. And they share some runways. So that's good.
Whoever the out-of-state manager is really nice.
Set in there with more, not real tall buildings, but taller.
That's probably, I think that's where the university is. Where you and I
I just want to step back and sure.
Sorry.
All right, welcome to the top of the mountain, everyone. We made it. This is 10,378 feet above sea level. Our trains are going to run about every 15 to 25 minutes today. Once you're ready to check in and go back down the mountain, just come to this upper terminal building here with your ticket ready. They'll check in and get you down as soon as they can. As we start docking here, we're going to get some bumps in the front two corners of our cabin. We're also going to get one final bump as we finish docking. That one tends to catch people.